Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. On this video I'm going to be giving you my player ratings for Manchester United's 3-2 win against Norwich City at Old Trafford. So David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He made 2 big saves in each half. Diego Dalot, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Dalot was ineffective, but he made some decent blocks in the game. Diego Dalot has appeared to be our first choice right back under Rangnick, and he's been impressive in quite a lot of games under Rangnick, to his credit. Do you think Dalot will leave Manchester United this summer, because he's been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation before? Last season Dalot had a loan spell with AC Milan, so reflecting on that he gained some experience. Man United got Dalot from Porto. Man United paid £19 million for him. His contract at Man United expires next year. Victor Lindelof, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He made some good interceptions and blocks in the game, but he was accountable for one of Norwich City's goals. The reason Victor Lindelof played is because Varane is not available at the moment. He's out with injury. Lindelof, I don't rate him, as you all know. I have my reservations about him. I think he could leave Manchester United, but not this summer. I think he could leave next year. Lindelof's been at Manchester United for over 4 years. Manchester United got him from Benfica back in 2017 for around £31 million. Lindelof's got a contract with Man United until 2024. Moving on to Harry Maguire, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Better performance by Maguire, but not brilliant. He did look solid at the back yesterday. And he dealt with set pieces nicely. There's a good chance that Harry Maguire will be leaving Manchester United this summer. The other week it said Harry Maguire's Man United future is in doubt. Man United are prepared to sell him. Don't forget, a few weeks ago now he got booed for England. I can't understand how he's still Man United captain, you know. A lot of Man United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off him, especially throughout the course of this season. Manchester United paid £80 million for Maguire. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he's the second most expensive signing at the club. Alex Telles, he's going to get a 2 out of 10. I thought he enjoyed a poor game, but he did get an assist in the game. It was a good ball in for Telles to find Ronaldo. Telles played in a 1-0 defeat to Everton the other week, and I thought he had good moments in that game where he looked pretty good on the ball. He got in some good positions and he made some good runs. Telles had to play yesterday because obviously Luke Shaw is not available. Luke Shaw's out with injury. Luke Shaw could be out for the rest of the season. But revert back to Telles, he's been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation before. Do you think he'll leave Man United this summer? Man United got Telles from Porto back in 2020. Got him in a deal worth £15.4 million with add-ons included. Moving on to Jesse Lingard, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I was surprised that Lingard started, but there again, Man United had Fred and McTominay missing with injury. Lingard, there's a very good chance that he'll be leaving Man United this summer. He's out of contract this summer. Lingard has been part of the club for a long time. He risen up our academy in that. At the second half of last season, endured a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Lingard should have left in January this year, but Man United blocked his exit. Moving on to Paul Pogba, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Don't think he was too good yesterday. At times in the game though, he did look pretty good on the ball. Paul Pogba got booed off by some Man United fans after yesterday's game. Pogba didn't start the game against Everton the other week, but he came on as a substitute because obviously in that game Fred went off injured. Pogba, there's a good chance he'll be leaving Man United this summer. He's out of contract this summer. Not so long ago, Pogba opened talks with PSG. Manchester Evening News said earlier on this season that PSG made an offer to Paul Pogba. The Man United dressing room believe Pogba has gone, and even Wayne Rooney's backed Pogba to leave. Real Madrid, his former club Juventus, have also been in for him. So he's had a long running transfer saga. Some Premier League clubs have been interested as well. This season has been Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and he's played over 200 games since he re-signed. Manchester United paid £89 million for Pogba, so reflecting on that, he's our most expensive sign at the moment. We had him when he was a lot younger under the Ferguson era, but had to let him go due to limited appearances. By the way, yesterday Pogba was alone in that number 6. Moving on to Bruno Fernandez, he's going to get a 4 out of 10. I thought he enjoyed a pretty quiet game. Bruno Fernandes has been nowhere near as good this season as he was last season. We haven't got the best out of Bruno Fernandes since Ronaldo re-signed for the club. The other week, Bruno Fernandes signed a new contract with Man United until June 2026 as an option of a further year. Fernandes now receives around £240,000 a week. When he signed the contract, his wages doubled. Fernandes has been a Manchester United player for over 2 years. Man United got him from Sporting Lisbon back in January 2020. Man United initially paid around £47 million. Moving on to Anthony Elanga, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Elanga, I thought yesterday, he showed some good attacking intent, got in some good positions, and he did get an assist in the game. Elanga has done really well since he broke into Man United's first team squad. Don't forget he joined Man United's academy at the age of 12. He's got a contract with Man United until 2026. There's an option of a further year. Earlier on this season, Rangnick said that Anthony Elanga was close to leaving Manchester United. Don't forget, earlier on this season, Elanga got racially abused on social media because he missed a decisive penalty against Middlesbrough in the Cup. I totally disagreed with him getting racially abused. Jaden Sancho, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he played well yesterday. I do recall him having a good chance in the game. It just went wide. You know, Jaden Sancho has had his good games since he come to Man United, but he's still done nowhere near as well as a lot of Manchester United fans expected of him. You know, revert back to when we had Solskjaer, we couldn't get the best out of Sancho because Solskjaer persistently played him out of position. There was quite a few games Sancho didn't even play under Solskjaer. Manchester United signed Sancho from Dortmund last summer in a deal worth 78 million with add-ons included. Man United paid 73 million up front. Sancho's got a contract with Man United until 2026 as an option of a further year. And Sancho did enjoy 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund before he signed for Man United. Moving on to Cristiano Ronaldo, he's going to get a 10 out of 10. You know, Ronaldo got a hat-trick yesterday. It was his 60th hat-trick in his career, and it was his second hat-trick in 3 league games. Don't forget, Ronaldo got a hat-trick in the 3-2 win against Tottenham earlier on this season. One of Ronaldo's goals yesterday came from a header, and one of his goals as well came from a direct free kick. Ronaldo now has 21 goals in all competitions since he re-signed for Man United, and he has over 800 goals in his career. Ronaldo played in the 1-0 defeat to Everton the other week. I thought he was poor in that game. He did have a late chance in that game. Jordan Pickford blocked it and he got a yellow card in that game. Don't forget, Ronaldo did apologise for the mobile phone incident at Everton. Don't forget, the mother of the son claimed that Ronaldo bruised and assaulted her son. It's said that Ronaldo won't be punished by Manchester United for appearing to smash an Everton fan's phone, and obviously Merseyside police did contact the family of the 14-year-old autistic boy. But Man United re-signed Ronaldo last summer for around 20 million with add-ons included. His contract at Man United expires next year. There's an option of a further year. You know, Ronaldo could leave Man United this summer. Well, Erik ten Hag has said that Cristiano Ronaldo will not be part of his plans for next season. We brought substitutions on in the game yesterday. We saw Marcus Rashford come on. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Matic came on in the game. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Not so long ago, I gave you the news on Matic. Nemanja Matic has announced he will be leaving Manchester United this summer, despite having 12 months left on his contract. You know, Matic has been at Manchester United for over 4 years. Man United got him from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Matic has played around 123 games in the Premier League for Man United. Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that he has been given his opportunities. As you all know, I've always had my reservations about Matic. He's always been a static midfielder, plus his aging up. And we saw Juan Mata come on in the game yesterday. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. And Juan Mata, he'll be leaving Man United this summer. He's out of contract this summer. Mata has been at Manchester United for 8 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. We got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014 for 37.1 million. He's had a good career at Man United, Mata. Mata doesn't get in the team much. He lost his place in the team a while ago. So anyway, that is your player ratings for Manchester United's 3-2 win against Norwich. You know, Norwich did come back from 2 goals behind. Norwich City's goals came from Kieran Dowell and Teemu Pukki. Kieran Dowell got an assist and Teemu Pukki also got an assist. Norwich are a very poor team. You know, the bottom of the league. They are going to get relegated this season. Don't forget, Norwich were missing players yesterday. Obviously, there was no Joshua Sargent, he's injured. There was no Adam Ider, he's out for the season. There was no Ozan Kabak either. He's injured. Kabak is on loan with Norwich. Don't forget, Norwich loaned Todd Cantwell out to Bournemouth and they lost Ben Godfrey. Ben Godfrey went to Everton from Norwich. The Norwich City manager is Dean Smith. Dean Smith has been the Norwich manager for over 5 months now. Norwich City appointed Dean Smith in November last year. He's got a contract with Norwich until 2024. Earlier on this season, Dean Smith got sacked by Aston Villa, and obviously Villa replaced Dean Smith with Steven Gerrard. Before Dean Smith, Norwich City had Daniel Farke. He got sacked earlier on this season. So yeah, Man United have done the double over Norwich this season. Man United only just beat Norwich 1-0 at Carrow Road earlier on this season, and the goal came from a Cristiano Ronaldo penalty. So Ronaldo scored 4 goals against Norwich this season. Man United had around 5 players missing yesterday. Obviously there was no Luke Shaw, there was no Edison Cavani, there was no Fred, there was no McTominay, and there was no Raphael Varane. You know, top 4 is still possible for Manchester United. Well, after the 1-0 defeat to Everton last weekend, you know, Rangnick said it will be difficult for Man United to finish in the top 4. But earlier on this season, Rangnick said his aim for this season is for Man United to finish in the top 4. Obviously, you know the news regarding Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag will be Manchester United's new permanent manager this summer. It said Erik ten Hag will put pen to paper on a 4-year deal this week at Man United, but questions remain. It said the other week that Erik ten Hag is on the brink of being confirmed as the new Man United manager, and David Ornstein from The Athletic said that Man United reached an agreement in principle with Erik ten Hag to become the next permanent manager. And Man United are prepared to pay his release clause. Ten Hag's release clause is between 2 to 4 million. As you all know, Ten Hag wants to bring his assistant Michel van der Gag with him to Man United. He wants to bring Robin van Persie back to Old Trafford as part of his backroom staff. There's been talks of Steve McLaren coming in as Erik ten Hag's number 2. There's quite a few players as well Ten Hag wants to bring in. He does want to bring Chouameni in, and there's some Premier League players he wants to bring in, and I think there's some players he wants to bring from Ajax. Rangnick wants Ten Hag at United. He said that a few times. A lot of Man United fans want him in. It'll be good for him to come and experience the Premier League. You've got to admire what he's done at Ajax. Ten Hag's won some Dutch Cups. He's won a couple of Eredivisie titles. Ajax are playing today in a final. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. He's been the Ajax manager for over 4 years. Ajax appointed him in back in December 2017. His contract expires next year. Ten Hag is the former Utrecht, Bayern Munich reserves and Go Ahead Eagles manager. Don't forget though, for a long time, Mauricio Pochettino was linked with a managerial role at Man United. But yeah, Ten Hag will be our 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. And the managers are David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We have got to get the Glazers out of the football club because they've been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. The Glazers have owned Man United for around 17 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Prior to the Norwich game, as you all know, Man United fans protested against the Glazers at the Carrington training ground and that. It was a small and peaceful protest. Towards the end of last season, a lot of Man United fans protested against the Glazers at the Carrington training ground and at Old Trafford, because at that point a lot of the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. Anyway guys, your preview for the Liverpool game will be coming up later on today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.